York is here to win it all.
Greenville, Long Island is here to win the World Series.
New York up by 4, trying to make that a reality. Little League stats are provided by Game Changer, the official scorekeeping and stats technology partner of Little League and the Little League World Series. Game Changer now offers free live video streaming for regular season local youth games, plus automatic video highlight clips when you stream and score your games. New York up 4-0. Let's check in with Chris.
I join with Candace Lynn's mom, Candy. Candy's the voice is starting to go because we've been cheering real loud for the last several days. How are the nerves right now?
The nerves, you know, we're on edge a little bit, but we're not worried. We are a comeback team. Our girls from 1 through 12 are phenomenal. You can take our girls' numbers and mix them up in a bag and pull them out. So the batting order really is insignificant because all of our girls can hit. We just got to get the jitters out right now.
They played so many elimination games to get to this point. What are you most proud of this team?
The girls, it's a really big sisterhood. They play rec ball together. A lot of them play travel ball together. But, you know, we're going to come back. We're not worried. We're not concerned. We just got to regroup. That's all we got to do.
You guys about 8 miles from here, and the crowd has been phenomenal. What's it been like to see the support from everyone around here?
Pretty much, Pitt County is the softball, baseball nation of the world, city of the world. And, you know, we thank God, first of all, thank God for our girls making it. You know, we're thankful for our coaches, for the parents, for the players, all of the family members, the friends, and even a shout out to the girls that play rec ball and the other travel ball teammates, because this is not just about our girls, it's about all the softball community here in Pitt County. And our team, our community is so supportive. We went down to Warner Robins and we was raising money for the families to get there, and our community just came together and made sure that we made it there.
I love it. I appreciate it. Candy and the blessed hat, which is what we're calling it. Giving these girls some love. Appreciate it, Candy.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Ladies.
Yeah, awesome. And Candy's right. I mean, look at the crowd that we have here. And she's talking about going to Warner Robins. That's where they had to go to win that regional in order to qualify for the World Series.
Well, the best part of Little League is that it is community-based softball and baseball, and so that you have, you know, you're playing with your neighbors, some of them your schoolmates, and when the community comes together to support the young athletes and the parents, it's incredible.
So we're in one of 2 mandatory water breaks because the temperature is so hot. The feels like temperature is around 110. For this New York team, of course, coaches, volunteers, Joe Fackler is one of those, and he always makes sure that New York is ready to go on game day.
It's game day! It's game day! It's game day! Game day! It's game day! It's game day!
This was New York's hype video this morning. He sends one out every morning, and we have gotten on the distribution list for these. So we appreciate it, Joe.
And he documents this entire experience for the girls through pictures and videos. He videos everything at practice and makes that game day video. You talked about the distribution list. It goes out to the players and the parents, and now Team ESPN. We're in on it.
Yes, our colleague Reagan has become close friends with Joe now, and she gets that hype video every morning for us.
I was going through the stands, and Joe's daughter was like, "Can you please stop showing the videos? It's like giving him a big head, and I would like him to stop."
The answer is no.
Never.
The answer is no.
Definitely not. Amazing. You know, it's one of those things that in 10 years they're going to look back and be like, boy, thank goodness Coach Joe made those videos.
I know. Yes. Well, it's worked so far. What do you think of the start that New York has had? 4-0 as we get set for the top of the 3rd.
Looked ready and aggressive these past 2 games. Super aggressive on offense. Exactly. And, you know, Amanda, coming into this, you know, the final round of the double elimination, their offense really earlier in this tournament hadn't really showed up a lot. The last 2 games, it's definitely showed up.
Peyton James. Now to Kylie Longaro in left field. Want your child to experience the teamwork and fun of Little League baseball or softball? Visit playlittleleague.org and enter your address to find a Little League community program near you. Maybe we'll see you playing at the Little League Softball World Series someday. Next up, the catcher, Rain Niddle.
We've heard of a lot of stories of young players who made it to the World Series this year. They were young whenever they started to watch the World Series at 7, 8 years old, watched it on TV, or maybe watched it at the field in person.
Rain Niddle, a big piece of hitting. They'll make New York chase it back to the warning track. She's got 2.
Hitting by Rain Niddle, keeps her head down on this pitch, does not pull off of it, stays on it, knew off of her bat. Look at that emotion too, saying let's go. That's a catcher who's in the box from the left-hand side and gets extra bases. A double for Rain Niddle. 6 extra base hit, 7th extra base hit for North Carolina.
Their second double of this game. It's just the second hit for Rain this week.
What I liked about it, that ball went to left center field, and there's people standing back behind the fence in left center field, and all of them were doing the motion like a third base coach, saying, let's go, extra bases, send her to second.
Down.
Riley Shaw turning and getting that ball hit hard at Abby Long. So coming across, that ball's just shot right hard at Abby Long. It's going to go off the glove. Opportunity here for North Carolina to try to get on the board.
Runners on the corners now. Rain Niddle was able to advance to third. Lily Whitehurst at the bottom of the order. What we've seen, she has some nice pop in her bat at the bottom of this lineup. Standing all the way in the front of the box. There goes Riley Shaw.
Harper has a good arm for this New York team. See that throw goes down. Feldman coming across. It's actually just a little bit high. It looked like she could have had her if Feldman was a little bit quicker to the bag. See how Harper, Harper just has a hand in it.
Riley Shaw now 3 for 3 on the base paths. Lily Whitehurst hoping to help her.
Far forward, right? If you step out of that box, you're going to get in trouble. Back up 6 inches. Don't take such a big step, okay? Smoke this ball. All right, let's go. Wait on it, wait on it, wait on it.
Lily Whitehurst has been so good in the 12 hole for North Carolina. She's had 4 hits. And you heard Candy Lynn talk about it with Chris, that this entire North Carolina team can hit the ball. You can shake up all their names and create a batting order with any of them in any order.
And they come into this game hitting .320 on the week. 2 on, 1 out. Lily Whitehurst.
And the other thing that's impressive about this North Carolina team, as you mentioned, Courtney, they're hitting .320. How about with runners in scoring position hitting .364, so they get better in pressure situations?
Okay. We see you, Pitt County. Whitehurst tries to chase that one, but Alexis Fontana gets her.
Alexis Fontana gets her first strikeout with 2 runners in scoring position. You talked about what North Carolina is hitting with runners in scoring position, but Alexis Fontana has had runners at second and third in back-to-back innings and been able to wiggle out of jams up to this point so far.
Top of the order for the second time, Aurora Edwards.
And usually after the first time through the order, Coach Eaton from New York likes to make that pitching change, but letting Alexis Fontana work the second time through the order.
picking up her third hit at this Little League World Series. Pitch on the outer half, and she just drives it into the right center gap, immediately picking up her coach, knowing that she wants to go for 3. This is a 2 RBI triple that helps get North Carolina back into this game. Really good slide into third. Huge triple for Edwards. Cuts the New York lead in half. And there is the pitching change now for New York. Usually, as you said, Amanda, second time through the order, they go to Olivia Feldman, and they will do that now. So we'll step aside. North Carolina threatening, but New York on top. 1-2 punch for New York coming in. Now she throws with a better velocity, or increased velocity, I should say, than what we saw from Alexis Fontana. That's what makes her so effective to follow Alexis Fontana, is that slight speed differential. Olivia Feldman, a young pitcher with so much potential. She starts off with a doozy, though. Braylon Johnson comes in hitting 545, and Aurora Edwards, who has a ton of speed, is at third after her 2 RBI triple. Moore snagged it. But we see North Carolina's first 2 runs come across. They cut this New York lead in half here in the 3rd inning.
Ted Lasso.
Would you rather be cold or hot?
I want to be hot. Come on,
There are like 20 layers of clothes.
Taylor Swift or Beyonce?
Yeah, finally we got one.
Even Rain did better than you did.
We got to play some fun games. Let's meet Brooklyn Metis, brought to you by Dollar Car Rental. Her favorite athlete is Caitlin Clark. Her dad is originally from Iowa, so we've got some Hawkeyes in the house. Dream vacation, Iceland, and her dream job, a physical therapist or a pitching coach. Amanda suggested this morning, why not both?
Yeah, no, it's a great idea. It is a great idea. I do both. Because you have to learn the body and how it works and be more efficient as a pitcher, mechanics. That's why she wears number 22 as well, because of Caitlin Clark.
And she told us she'd love to meet Caitlin Clark, obviously the National Player of the Year, Iowa Hawkeye star, because she's so great at what she does and she's so smart. Brooklyn Metis entered this game in the 1st inning. She has 2 strikeouts, and now she'll face the bottom of the lineup, Emerson Moore, up for the first time.
Seen some really good relays in this game. Probably the most, actually, of any game that we've had. The outfielders hitting their relay person and making it out the next bag.
That makes sense. We have 2 teams that have had some of the most solid hits this week.
There's 5 extra base hits already in this game. We've had a triple, we've had doubles,
4 doubles and a triple. How about that? Okay, Brooklyn Metis.
Brooklyn Metis dropping in the changeup. Usually see her throwing a lot of hard stuff on the outer half. You can see she cups this ball and just floats it in. Look at the way it's going to float in. You see the palm. She comes out. It's like a circle change deep in the palm of the hand. Pops it out. Takes about 10 miles an hour off of that pitch. Second strikeout.
Top of the order, Alexis Fontana, after 3 strikeouts by Brooklyn Metis, coming in relief.
It's a great story about Alexis Fontana and her head coach, Coach Eaton. At one point, Alexis Fontana didn't want to play softball anymore. Thought she was just could go on. But thanks to her coach, Coach Eaton, he encouraged her to keep going. And look at how now she is the leadoff hitter and was the starting pitcher in the championship game at the Little League World Series because of his encouragement for her to keep going.
Yeah, Rich told us that she's a big reason why he's still coaching. He doesn't have a daughter on this year's team. But Alexis has become like his third daughter, and of course her dad, Dom, is on the coaching staff too, so a whole little family affair. While we're at it too, Rich Eaton, it's his daughter's birthday, Imogen. She's turning 14 today, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Big day. Yeah.
Goodness, this change up, Michelle. It's so pretty. It is a good pitch from Brooklyn. Just the way she sells it. And the movement on it.
To Brooklyn. All time she's been tested. Her defense holding strong. New York on top of North Carolina. We'll be back after this message and a word from our ABC stations. It is like, whoa, championship game. Let's take a look at our game track. It's brought to you by Geico. New York was the first to score in the bottom of the first inning. Early lead, 3 runs in that bottom of the first inning. They lead at 4-2 here in our championship game in Greenville, North Carolina.
It's a great environment. Gotta love the whole atmosphere of the Little League. You know, summer coming up through states, districts, regionals, and then of course the World Series here.
These are all-star teams, so they pick the best players in each Little League, put them on an all-star team, and they make their way, as you said, through those state tournaments, through the regional, and then hopefully here to the Little League Softball World Series. 12 teams came here to Greenville a week ago, eyeing the biggest prize, but will it be New York or North Carolina taking it home?
A little bit of a maybe momentum shift. We'll see what happens here. But this North Carolina team putting 2 runs up on the board at in the top of the third, and then how about that 1-2-3 inning? So I think New York right now is going to be thinking, all right, we got to repay the 1-2-3 inning here and try to pick the bats back up. And face more of the middle of the order for North Carolina too, with 3, 4, and 5 coming up. You can always tell, right, as an athlete in the game, you can kind of feel the momentum and the shifting.
3, 4, and 5 up for North Carolina. It starts with Brooke Rose, who had a double in the first. Brooke shared with us her favorite food, and it's anything that her grandma cooks. They just danced along the line, and then the ball gets away and rolls out to the outfield. Brooke Rose leading off.
She also told us that a lot of her extended family is local and going to be in attendance, and that they're going to watch her hit this one up out of her back crazy spin, and Olivia Feldman decides to pick it up and try to make the play versus letting it see if it would roll foul. Maybe it would, maybe it wouldn't. It's going to be a tough play, though, for Olivia Feldman to try to make it first base. They're going to score that an error. I think that's probably a hit just based on the timing of that. That's a tough error to take for the pitcher.
Well, we'll put Brooke Rose on for Kaylee Garner, who had a single last one. Wow, that one went way high up into the air. Tracking it is Olivia Feldman, the pitcher.
That was a really good job to keep her eye on.
I know, it went so high, the roof of the press box blocked it from our view for a second. Brooklyn Meadows. Brooke Rose going. Got her. Sienna Urker to Alexis Fontana.
We saw Sienna Urker's arm strength earlier in this game. She's going to fire that ball down. Great job by Fontana to put the tag on. You can see the way that Rose is going to almost missed the bag or tried to go past the bag to the outside, but the really good tag coming through, getting her on the leg. It looks like maybe before the hand comes in.
This would be a play that they could review if North Carolina wanted to ask for it, and they will.
Yeah, so there's the tag. It looks like before the hand. It looked like the foot got to the bag. At first, I thought she was safe. Me too. You look at the replay. As you mentioned, just Alexis Fontana keeping the tag on her, because this is what can happen. She potential to come off the base even for a split second. It looked to me too, Michelle, like the tag went to her left foot before her left hand connected with the base, right? There. It's close though, really close.
Yeah, that's a good look at it. You can see both.
Looked like that left foot kind of got stuck on the dirt. Yes.
Again, the original call was that she was out. I think we're seeing evidence that she was. Williamsport will make the final decision.
You see the arm strength, though, of Sienna Urker back behind the plate. Just dares people to try to run on her.
Well, while they look at this, here's our Sunday night baseball matchup, the series finale between the NL East leading Braves and the Mets at Citi Field, 7 Eastern on ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and ESPN Radio. Our coverage begins at 5 Eastern with a special 2-hour Baseball Tonight Sunday Night Countdown. Michael K. and A-Rod will have their K-Rod presentation over on ESPN2. Confirmed. Sienna Urker got her.
It's a great call by that umpire at second base to see that. He was right there, getting a good look, saw what was happening, and got that call right.
Second runner that Urker's thrown out in this Little League World Series. 1-0 to Brooklyn Metis.
Big out this game. Would have had a runner at scoring position, less than 2 outs with somebody like Metis coming up, who's been so clutch.
All right, here we go. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
That'll even up the count.
This umpire likes more of a lower strike zone. Gonna get more of the bottom of the zone than the top of the zone.
Alexis Fontana. She got it. Out number 3.
Alexis Fontana can cover a lot of ground. Alexis Fontana, Olivia Feldman, they're such good athletes that go back and forth from shortstop to the pitching circle.